Om. Namaste. Welcome everyone to Satsang today. Welcome also the many friends who are joining us via broadcasting around the world, and we're very happy to feel your presence and have you join us today for Satsang in real time around the world. So, big welcome for everybody, and let's get going today.
Dear Muji, I was so happy you calling me, because my question is, I have this opportunity a few days ago,
Yes.
and my heart, from my heart, tell me I want to get up, ask my question. And my mind told me you shouldn't, because few days ago you already asked your question. You should leave the chance to other people. So, what I should, for doing things, what I should listen to my heart or combine with my mind?
To your heart, and then
'Cause
after
you see
combine a
me
little bit
today.
with the mind. Some politeness is okay. There's an etiquette also in spirituality, no? A kind of consideration and so on. That is fine. But if your urge is strong, then then the mind will say, "Come on, you already use your chance," and try to play the polite card. Come on, you had your chance. That's very good. Let them go. But you must discern. You see, you go for it. You
Is
go
this
for that.
called effort?
Huh?
Is this called effort?
What?
I try to do my thing.
Uh-huh.
Things I want to do. Is this some effort, extra effort, or just from my heart? I can't tell the
Some people find that
difference.
they want to come, but something feels like it traps them. They feel very heavy, and it's like a force to go. And some people, they have no intention to come, and their hand go up. So, oh my God, then they get chosen. So there is no standard, you see. It's just how it happens for you. If you feel very inhibited and I shouldn't go, then it's good to push and come. You see? Some
And
people
it's
want to come, they
happened.
want to come, and then they don't get the chance to come. It's also okay. But now you're here.
Yeah.
Let's not talk about how to come here now. Now you're here, no?
Thank you.
Where you going? You only come to ask this question? I don't think so.
I already found my answer.
What is the answer?
The answer is you follow your truly feeling, not your mind.
Okay.
Not your mind making up. Follow your
Your inner. Okay, it is good. No,
yourself.
okay. If that's it, I
Yes.
thought you were escaping a little bit. This is good. If you say that's what has been grasped in this moment, that there's often struggle with your mind, is saying no, no, and arguing. If you sense this, you're giving too much attention maybe to your thinking. You're thinking your life rather than resting in being. You see, so something like that. And then again, say follow what your heart say. Sometimes we use the word heart and intuition. I feel that my intuition is to do this, but sometimes it's not true. Sometimes it's just we use this word because it seems mystical and nobody argues when you say I feel my intuition. It's like this. So sometimes if the intuition itself is not yet pure enough, it's still contaminated with some mind energy, person, you see. But
How-
because you feel it deeply, you say, yeah, it's my intuition, no? And your question is how to tell the difference.
Yes.
Yeah. If you feel that you're in a haste to say something like, then you can just sit back with that. My bigger thing would be to tell you, it doesn't matter, actually. It doesn't matter. If you make mistake, learn from your mistake, and it won't be a mistake. Okay? And by, you'll find the right balance. Somehow, you'll learn somehow when it's just your mind speaking, and it is not really in service to the truth or something. Your discerning capacity or power will grow, and you'll be able to sense so easy. And the more you stay back and not just go always with a reaction, because sometimes our impulsiveness is being interpreted as intuitive or spontaneous. So those distinctions will develop internally. You will come to know. I cannot say so much from outside. You say, oh, this is what you do, because they're so intricate are the streams of consciousness and so subtle that I'm careful not to put them in categories and just allow you to find your swim, and then you'll find your way. You see, initially we need a little bit some structure, and it helps maybe to develop up to a certain point. But then the structure must flow into a spontaneity and intuitiveness. But too much structure is not good. Too much thinking and deciding what to do and so on is not good. It makes you very inhibited and not free. You see, and then also too much freeness in the mind, the kind of taken for freedom, also sometimes is very selfish, and maybe you need to stop and consider more deeply. So there's not one rule for everybody. Everyone has their own way. One universal way is to keep checking in rather than ask, should I do this or should I do that? Should I go there? When is the right time to meditate? How long should, rather than these kind of questions, just keep coming back to that place where the functioning of body-mind is observed, but more also this ground of them, the inmost place, the attention is resting there. And so you stop emerging energy through the body-mind functioning, and you feel a beautiful concentration of presence here. And you learn this is most truthful place. From here, your discerning abilities, they will function much more truthfully. We cannot keep learning things outside. They're too much. You can learn for the next 50 lifetimes. It's still not enough. But if you find this, it is like the one key that opens the door to all understanding.
So the answer gonna come automatically when you stay there.
Yes, when you stay here, the questions themselves diminish. It's not that you receive more and more answer. The questions often coming from the mind, and the mind is then in service to the person who is a kind of restless entity feeling. It always confused because this mind energy, it's not stable. And even a sense of person, the person is not a stable, it's not a stable being. It's very unstable, very erratic, very restless, insecure, you see. But its sense of stability is what's drawn because the vital force is present, and the sense I am is the root of it. So that is more continuous, that is more stable. And we go to that stability of the beingness, and it feels like we give the stability of the beingness, we are interpreting as the stability of the person, but the person is not stable. It's just states of mind, and offering a new version, a different version of how to be. And so we can be like this for a very long time, actually. But gradually, if you follow the pointing, you'll see all these questions and doubts, they just begin to slow down and give way to a more stable presence. And inside this presence, it's not restless. It doesn't want to know so much or know anything. It doesn't work in that way. It is not stretching to find answers for things. There are no questions. Everything is resolved in a very harmonious field of being. And please try, because these fruits, this tree is bearing fruits immediately. I'm not telling you practice this for 4 years and then you'll see. No, I say from you start, actually. You feel already something feels more comfortable, more present. The mind, immediately you start to see the mind, the psychological mind, the earth mind, is coming in to try and get some attention. Why don't you come? Come on, you don't be boring. Come, let's do this. And you see, then you see, wait, hang on a second. I've lived with this voice all my life. You see, then you begin to discern the difference between your being and your mind. This is a very important recognition, because for a long time we identify with and as the mind. Even though you say my mind, which indicates it belongs to you rather than it is you, yet when we behave as though we are our mind. Like that is the voice that guides us each day or misguides. So the game changes very strongly as you begin to recognize that there's a deeper place of beingness, which you call heart actually. And it will grow much more to feel authentically, this is the heart energy, not just the seat of emotions. Sometimes people say, I feel it with all my heart, but they're referring to the heart like an emotional center. Because I feel passionately, that means that is what I am. I said, no, this is more kind of a psychological, emotional sense of self. But behind this, there's more space, you see, that is not ruled by emotion, nor ruled by thinking. It is totally present and complete. It's not waiting for anything. That is the nature of what is complete and natural. It's not waiting to develop. It doesn't have to develop. It is ever perfect, you see.
I'm not leaving now. Another question just coming.
Oh, okay, let me hear what it is.
I think I found the being. How I found the complete myself, and if the mind is not myself, the body is not myself, the being is myself, which is stable, unchangeable. That means the body is not important anymore.
Body is very important. Body is even important to experience awakening, to experience self-knowledge. The body plays a part. Mind even plays a part. You see? Not as big a part as we imagine, but the body is there because the self, in a way you can say, even self-knowledge is its game. It doesn't even need self-knowledge. Something that is so one. I wonder what we can say about this now. In order to have a knowledge of itself, to experience itself, it has to, in a way, create a sense of separateness. So that one thing, you have to have at least two things to know. One knows the other. When there's one, there is no knowledge. So to have some knowledge, you must know something. And this something feels to be separate from you. This is knowledge, you see? And the self is not separated or split in that way. Self-knowledge is not as great as we imagine. It is only an experience, and it brings about great joy. I'm going to take a minute and talk about this, okay? Because I think sometimes we have some misunderstanding about it. I used to give an example that imagine a very sharp knife. It can cut many things. I saw one man outside, he's cutting coconuts. Normally with coconut, they're cutting with machete, big knife. I saw him with small knife, cutting coconut. So this must be a very sharp knife, cutting coconut like this. That's just like he's cutting tomatoes. Imagine the sharpest knife, or any knife at all, can cut so many things, but it cannot cut itself. You understand?
Yes.
It's so sharp, can cut, but it cannot cut itself. Why? Because it is one unit. It has to have something to cut, cannot cut himself. Or a scale that you get on, it can weigh many things. Some scales can weigh even things that one hair can weigh. But the scale cannot weigh itself because it is one complete unit, you see?
Yes.
Or your eyes can see so many things. But they cannot see themselves, even if you try. You can't do it. They cannot see other. They see other. Knife cuts other. Scale weigh other, like that. It's the same for us. We are one whole. You cannot see yourself. You can see what yourself project or create or something. You can see that. But it is like, I say, Saint Francis of Assisi. He said something. He says, what you are looking for is already where you're looking from in terms of truth. In terms of the truth. What you're searching for is already where you're searching from. You're looking for something, but the very looking for it is already seen by it. Sometimes people meditate. No? I said, but you know that you are meditating, no? Yes, I know I'm meditating. And the goal of the meditation, you know. Yeah, the goal of the meditation, you know. What is it that sees the meditator and the act of meditating and the object of meditation? In fact, the meditation is being carried out to reach the one who perceives the meditation going on. Okay. In a sense, you understand?
Yes.
You are the viewing place for everything you're watching. Even the mind and the sense of your person searching to find the truth is already perceived in the truth you intend to find. You speak about it. I've been on the road, I'm searching to find the ultimate truth. I'm searching to find, please help me to find the ultimate truth. And this seeker and the seeker's intention and the ultimate truth are being perceived, already being perceived. The very thing the seeker is searching for is known and is here. I am that, you can say. But you cannot just say it and it become it. You have to somehow see that even the seeker that you identify with so much is already a thought in the great self. Where is the great self? People look, where's the great? What direction must I look to find the self? North, south, east, west, up, down, in, out. Which direction is it?
Just here.
It is here. It is here. But because of the condition in the mind, and we feel, yes, the mind says, I feel separate from truth. I feel separate from God. And I am trying to reach God. Please help me to go. And you know why it happens? Because you believe so strongly in this me. There's a strong belief in the me. So the me is taken to be the fact. The one who is searching is taken to be the fact. And the goal is God or truth or ultimate understanding or awareness, is the projection in the mind of this person. And what perceives all of this and is not affected by it is what this person really is. Even the sense of the person is arising out of the thing the person appears to be searching for. Imagine a big book, and so many characters are in the book. Imagine the characters in the book are conspiring to reshape the book. And I don't like this author, do you? Yeah. Let's leave him, but don't tell him. We're going to change the story. Can they change the story independent of the author, you see? There is something in that St. Francis statement again. What you are searching for is already where you're searching from. What is the emphasis here? The seeker, and what the seeker is seeking, is his own source. He considers himself a fact, but he's a fiction to his own true self. But no one seems to grasp this. He says, okay, yes, but Muji, could you help me to find it though? Okay, we'll look. Because I understand also it's a bit loopy. I mean, what are you saying? I ask you to help me to find the truth. I'm saying, but you are a lie. But, don't offend me. I mean, like, why you say this? No, you are the truth, and you are the lie. What to say? I'm trying to find easier ways to put it. But it all seemed like something has to flip. I gave an example when I was a boy at school, and the first time somebody showed me this picture, because I like painting and drawing, drawing especially those days. Then they showed me a picture and asked me to tell them what it is. Many of you have heard me say this thing. What is this? What you see? And I thought, it's so simple. Why are you asking such a simple question? It's just an image like this, black and white image, first of all. And it's like a vase or something like that. White vase in a black background. What is this you're going on? Yes, but keep looking, you say. Keep looking. The vase has got some shape like this. I said, but look at what? It's obvious. It's just a vase against a black background. He said, yes, but keep looking. I said, keep looking. I said, but I don't get it. What is there to be confused? It's a white vase against a black background. Then he says, try and concentrate on the black. Yeah? And what? Can you see the faces? You say. What face you're talking? I could see two faces looking, black faces looking at each other. I said, I can see, wow, it's amazing. Where did these faces come from? He says, where's the vase? I couldn't find the vase. Where's the vase? I can't see the vase. I can only see two faces. Wow, this is a fantastic picture. Where'd you get it? I thought I was tricked. Where you get it? I said, he says, focus on the white again. Look for the vase. I could just see two black faces, white background. Now I can see the vase. I see the vase. Where's the faces? And after a few times, I could see both faces and the vase. Something was moving. If you look at my eyes, you probably wouldn't see anything. I'm looking at the picture. Maybe something could see with some kind of instrument to watch my eyes. Maybe a little something moved to see this other image. It's not the best example. In a way, something like this is happening in these type of satsang. In an instant, you may come to see that somehow the idea you have of yourself simply drops and you see from the place of yourself. and you haven't gone anywhere, you've not moved, you've not traveled, you just see, and you're able to see both. You can see from the perspective of conditioning, and also then you can see the conditioning and the one who appears to be conditioned. It is something a bit like that.
Thank you.
Okay. Somebody there? Okay, you do.
Is okay?
Good.
Sairam.
Saram.
Sairam, beloved Muji.
Yeah.
This soul has been privileged. It is in much gratitude for living 10 years at the feet, wall and body of Sri Satya Sai Baba. This soul has been in this body for 78 years. This mind has no fear of a new coat.
Of a new
Coat.
coat.
However, this mind still has fear of the pain that is possible as the new coat is put on. So my question is, how do I handle this mind to shut up? Saira.
It's not that the mind should stop. It is you should stop. If you stop, then the mind will stop. You cannot stop. It's like people walk off the street and come to your door and knock on your door. They are free to do that, but you open the door. So you cannot say, please, I don't want anyone come to my door. They may still come, but you don't have to let them in. And if you keep not letting them in, at some point they'll go somewhere else. Sometimes when they knock, you feel compelled. You have to look through the keyhole, look, don't. Some conscious is going, I'm a polite person, I can, okay, what do you want? You see? So, we cannot say, even you can say, go away, go, shush, go away. And they say, no. Right?
Yes,
Okay?
yes.
Okay.
They say no.
You close your door. They can knock, but you don't have to. 100 people can come and hold you, but you don't have to be holding anybody. And in the same way, the thoughts are coming, and they are speaking. They are sending some kind of signal, but it has to be picked up by you. A thought cannot think itself. It cannot think for you. It suggests something. It must contact the thinker of the thought. It must contact some energy that feels, okay, let me look at it. And then it comes into thinking. The mere arising of a thought is not thinking.
So this comes too with the possibility of the pain. The pain is handled in the same way.
Okay. The pain, when you say a new coat, are you talking about a new body, or what do you mean by a new coat?
I do not know if there will be pain.
Yes.
But in the passing, there may be pain.
Yes.
So how do you say to the mind as the pain comes, it is not there?
No. The pain is already in the mind. The pain is already in the receiving. The pain is already in the receiving. There are some people, they live in a town, they've never themselves seen a shooting or a mugging or something. They've never seen a fight. But every day they're living with a terror of fighting and violence. So the violence is already in them. It's already occurring in them, even though they don't actually see it. But their fear becomes an experience for them. You see?
I see.
So how do we stop this fear from growing? Well, the fear must be coming for one who feels fear. Like you cannot be tempted unless you're temptable. You see?
I see.
So if somebody came and was at your door knocking and was trying to sell you a 2-week-old fish, dead fish, 2 weeks,
It stinks.
half price, okay? Okay, quarter price. I give to you, please. And it smells like death. Oh my God. You know, you're not interested. You're not interested. You don't have to think about it. You don't have to worry about it. It's just, no, thank you. Oh my God. That's it, finish. You see? Now, if you keep complaining and saying, oh, this, will they, what's happening to people these days? And they're walking around the fish or the street with dead fish, trying to sell it, innocent people, and want to write an article about, then the dead fish is in your house. You have to finish, boom, it's enough, like that. So there is something in that, this feeling that, yes, sometimes we must contemplate this life that seems so vivid and so alive, but there seems to be an end, and the end is like death,
Yes.
to be put in a box in the earth, or on the fire, or food for worms, or birds come eat your eyeballs. Bloop, 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 bloop. Oh my God, is there anything else? There's another option, please? Another option. You see, yeah, this is horrible, horrible, horrible. Who created this play? I don't want to take part in it or whatever, no? And is there anything good about it? Is there anything like, it's a damn shame. A good life turns out to be what? Dust and food for worms. Oh, horrible. Okay? Is there? So I say sometimes death is one of God's great ideas because it so drive living beings, it so terrifies us that it triggers within us the search for what is imperishable.
Yes.
We turn it around. The death is for what is dieable. You must find what is imperishable. It's just the nature of things. Great beings who we love and admire, yeah, their bodies went to the dust, become compost for tomatoes, other things. But their spirit, where is their spirit? See, where is their true being? So while your body is warm, find that which is imperishable. While you have time, use time to discover the timeless. And this is someone who feels like this, you begin to use your life well. You're going to spend your life well, not just for a bungee ride. You're going to say, no, I have to find that. I have to find that. And so when we feel as you do, it reminds me one short story about this man who, he was very busy businessman, different meetings every day, board meetings, a big company, big corporate company. And he has family, wife, children, his friends, they go golfing and things like this is his life. But he also loves satsang, and he comes to satsang. And he asks, every day he's asking Swamiji, please, what is this thing about life? I love life, and I love my children, love my job. My business is growing. Thank you so much for blessing my business. Business doing very well, family doing very well, things like this. But I am terrified about something, and I don't get what you speak. Every day I try to understand more deeply. I don't get the essence of what you're speaking. I don't get it. Please bless me to get it. So, what do you see in my future? So Swamiji says, come here a minute, and took his hand, looked at his hand. Swamiji, what are you seeing? He says, oh my dear, I wish I had done this before. Oh, beloved one, Swamiji, what are you seeing? You only have 7 days to live. Huh? It's 7 or is it 6? 7? 7 days you have. 7 days left. What? He's crushed. Crying. So he goes home. No, he goes home and he locks himself in his room and he thinks about it. His wife comes and says to him, darling, come and eat your dinner. What? Dinner? I don't have time for that. Swamiji told me I only have 7 days to live. Please, no dinner. Next day, morning come, the office rings up, Director hasn't showed up this morning, what is happening? Yes, husband, they're calling from the office, you're late, what's happening? Board meeting today. Oh, board meeting? I am bored with meetings, I don't want any of this. No, what is it? I only have 6 days now to live. I don't have time. Where is it all going? Where is it all going? In 6 days, I do business 6 days, and then where's my 7th day? It's finished. Please, take care of it. The following day, there is a big end of term concert at school. The children are playing parts in the school play. One playing rabbit, one turtle. They're making their debut. Come, the children are waiting, Come, let's go. No. Please apologize to them for me. I can't. That's a waste of time. I have 5 days to live. I have to figure out what it's all about. Why? Who am I? Who's gonna die? Darling, the children. Take them. Go. He's sitting there. Next day come as well. Your parents are visiting. Oh. Why? But your parents, you always are happy. Yes, good. Okay, take care of them. He's inside meditating. Then 4 days to live, 3 days to live, 2 days to live. He's in his room. On the last day, Swamiji shows up by himself, knocks on the door, bang. The wife opens. How is he? Swamiji, how is he? I haven't seen him for 3 days. He's in his room. He won't open the door. Okay, so Swamiji goes and knocks on the door himself. Toop. Toop. He comes, opens the door. Swamiji, hi, how are you? Swamiji, you are a trickster. You are a trickster, you see? I am ready, Swamiji. Take this body anytime you want. I cannot die, Swamiji. Take the body anytime you want. I'm ready. Yes. I'm very happy. You tricked me. Yes. Thank you so much, Swamiji. Thank you so much. Why? Because everything you have tried, my mind was making an excuse. But this thing terrified me so much. You left me no choice. I had to spend the remaining days that I felt in my mind. I had to find the answer to this question. I cannot accept death. I cannot accept it. There must be another way. And I found it, Swamiji. I found the self that you talk about. I am that, Swamiji. Take this body anytime you want, Swamiji. So sometime, truth lies for your benefit. Isn't it?
Thank you.
Yeah. Use this fear, as a motivating force to search for the thing, because otherwise the mind has a lot of excuse. It's Tuesday. Today is our girls' day. We have our things to do. Can we meditate tomorrow? Like this, boom, boom. So this for you, this feeling, yes, this mind brings the fear. What is the fear? That I don't know. Maybe even if the leaving of this body was not going to be painful, even if I was going to die peacefully in sleep, I don't like it. I want to be there watching. I want to be there watching because I still don't like to not know. You see? So this is something Satsang will help you for this.
Thank you.
Satsang will help you for
I
this.
have no fear of the passing. I look forward to it.
You do?
Oh, yes. I look forward to it.
Then what was the fear of? What is the fear of?
Fear
then?
is the pain, the possibility of the pain.
But you have tasted pain in your life or not?
Of course.
Yeah.
I get it. I get it. Sairam.
Sairam.
I'm so grateful to you, beloved Master. Last September, I was in Portugal to do 1 week retreat with you, and your energy was with me for a few weeks after that. I just felt there was no doubt about that your energy was with me. Now, your energy was with me already 2 days before that I met you. And this morning, when I was dancing, I felt the energy of this master, which I don't know. I don't know much about him.
Papaji, my
Papaji.
father, yeah.
Okay. And since then, since this morning, I thought that to be in a spiritual research, you should be like humble or soft. But this man, he looks almost like a lion. And so when I was dancing, I felt his energy tell me, take out the lion that is in you, put it out, leave it. And that it make me feel, then there is nothing wrong to be in your full power.
Yeah.
And so that made me think about the women of my life, that they always, when I put out my fire, they say, slow down, you go down. They make me feel like that I have to be like a little rabbit or a toy. So, for example, then I go, when I go to ask something to them, I go with the most soft voice I can create, and they tell me, too much, everybody's gonna hear you. So it's not easy. So I'm glad that 2 of them, my daughters, are here this morning. And I know around you there are miracles happening. And I would like that I have been growing my daughters to be in a heart. But in the last few years, they have lost a little bit the way of the heart, and they have gone pretty much into the mind. And I hope that this miracle can happen. They can go back to the heart.
Yes. Yes. We are here for that. Not just to go, the sense of going back to the heart, but discovering that heart and yourself are one, synonymous. What you refer to as heart and what you refer to as yourself are one. Not to go there, how can I stay there? I'm being thrown out again. No. This language, there are some words and some things that we say, they will become redundant by themselves. There's a time when your lips, your tongue will not take the shape to say those words anymore because your heart does not know them. It's not a truth anymore. These things themselves are miraculous, in fact. So, have no doubt. And I'm happy that you speak, Papaji, because you say, I see him there, he looks like a lion. You know, but normally you see lion, they've got big. He has none. A bald lion. You know, yeah? But in fact, you know, I refer to Papaji, my master, as the lion of Lucknow, because his energy was totally this full presence, full potency, you see. And yet, you cannot limit master by this. Sometimes the most gentle, sometimes like a little baby. Sometimes when he takes out his teeth, it's like a little baby. And sometimes, whoa, you know. But always, in whatever form he appears, there's a tremendous presence there, you see. And you say to roar. I don't know if you say you don't know this master, but one of the first books I saw of Papaji was called Wake Up and Roar. You know, have you seen this book? Have you heard of it? So he's speaking to you inside you. Because at the moment, in fact, just even this morning, I had the book which I was introduced to Papaji through, Wake Up and Roar. They say, I got a letter a few days ago from Gangaji and from Eli, because Eli was the one who really wrote about the meet. He brought this book into being. And now they are putting new edition. They asked me, please, would you write something about it? Just endorse it or something. And the book is Wake Up and Roar. And now you are brought up, I see this lion, he's here. And he says, you must step up and roar your life. You see? This roar is not aggression. It's not aggression. It's full power. It means you don't apologize for your existence. Don't shrink away. But you're not demonstrating your lionhood either. You go about your way, just your truth. And some people, they can speak very softly, but such power is coming. Where's the power? So it's not a force, it's not aggression. It is certitude. It is that inside they're stable. And even if they spoke like that, yes, I am telling you like that. Full power. Full power. You see? So it's not you have to go and, no, but you are just true. And your truth, even if you could not speak, your presence will convey the authority of truth. Many people, they say they are afraid or intimidated by authority, but the authority of truth is different. It is not trying to suppress you. It is elevating, raising the consciousness, you see. Even if it doesn't speak, it roars even without a voice. It is roaring as presence. So this is what is. Papaji has visited, is inside your heart, risen inside your heart, to say something which even if your mind doesn't understand, your being will begin to reflect it. Because he didn't speak it just to your mind. He's roared inside your heart. So this is a very beautiful account, a very beautiful meeting. Yeah.
Thank you for your clarity.
Thank you, very good. Somebody there?
Namaste, Muti.
Hi.
Thank you for calling me. Thank you for making it happen for me to come here this year again with my child. We spent something like 2 weeks traveling in India.
Yes.
But for me, the real trip starts now when I'm here. I wanted to share about some experience that I've been going through these last times in my life.
No.
No?
No. Speak from here. Where are you now? Because otherwise, I've sensed the energy is going to be much softer. Here. Your life begins here. It is here now. Yeah? And don't tie it to the past. Don't tie anything to the past. Supposing there was no next. Let's suppose there was no next. There was no next thing to do, next place to go, no next thought. You're just here. And there's no past. Not relevant at all. Is it an unbearable thing? Don't look at your mind. The mind is going, no, don't look at your mind. Be in your heart, no? Hear this in the space of just presence, just of inside your existence, but no story, no next. Because mind is always looking next, okay? You're having breakfast. What's for lunch? Eating lunch. What's for dinner? You know? Always next thing. There's no next. Is it a stagnation? If there's no next, meaning no mind actually. Nothing to use your mind to go to, okay, what's the next experience? What's the next experience? What's the one after that one? No, we're not going there. Leave the mind up there, but here.
I'm here.
If you don't go with the head, the invitation of the attention to go, what's next and so on, we understand, of course, in practical living, practical life, sometimes you have to purchase a ticket to go somewhere today, buy the ticket for the journey next week. That is practical, that is pragmatic functioning, that is fine, but not out of habit, not just habit. And then if you do only what is appropriate, it won't leave any footprints in the consciousness. It won't disturb you. But when you are using the mind as habit to talk about the past or the future, what I want to do, it's like something is afraid of present and presence. And to rest in the stillness of your presence, you see. And then when you are here now, as just presence, not the next and not the past, not next, not last. You are here. Then are you here restlessly? Or are you in a stagnant place? And check. I can almost say since 1997. Since 1993. Nothing's happened. In one way I can say, yes, but of course, you traveled around, Satsang started, you start to see people. No. I did not do it. I haven't done anything. So sounds very boring to me. No, not bored. Never more alive, in fact. And I have not tried to kill the mind or tried to raise up the mind. The same stillness that is in you. But we are somehow accustomed through habit to give so much attention to the mind. And it's always turning, it's always moving. And we are always relating the story of the movement of our attention, what we want to do, what you was before, what you want to be, where you're going to go, who you're going to marry, who you're going to lose, what you're going to do. And just interrupted, thankfully, by sleep. Bing. What's for breakfast? What's for lunch? What time it is? What time it is? Emails. Going to send this. Going to turn this. Oh my God! Watch this movie. Is a life going to be like this? Some of it's fun, of course. Of course, much of the things that we experience in life, fun. Why not fun? But only this. So I invite you simply leave that to run by itself for a moment. And put your attention simply in that which is not a passage of time. Not past, not future, not even present. Not even looking at what the present is. Just on being. Just being. And being is not something you're doing. Even we say human beings, not human doings. Being suggests something. There's a silence to beingness. And just this beingness, in what location of time is it?
Nothing to do with time.
And you don't have to suppress or control your senses. They're fine, let them work. Perceive. Dysfunctioning can happen, no disturbance to that inner centeredness. And as you get more used to it, you start to like it. At first it seems like it's a task. Why I have to do this? It's like, why I have to do that? But gradually as you begin to taste the fruits of it, you want more of it. See? Indeed, this life is really beautiful lived like this. You may say, or your mind might say, but listen, how can you live like this? In this modern times, there's so much to do. There's so many things to do. I can't just sit around. I am not asking you to sit around. Even in the midst of your work, the stillness is not disrupted. It's only your mind is disrupted. The mind is putting too much food in the mouth and it has no teeth to chew them. Just like that. Pay attention just to your being for a minute. And see at a certain point if it is compatible with the activities of life or is it in conflict. Because people think in order to be so still, so silent, you must sit around all day in lotus position and just... Mother come to see her son, where is he? There he is. 6 months now. Yeah. No, you are not being invited to a life. This is not the way you live your life physically, this is how you are in your heart. The body is moving about, in your heart is there. That's all it is. A symbol of your inner being. Will anyone accept this? Enough to try to accept this exercise of looking, because you have to. You cannot just keep listen. It has to be put to the test. In Sahaja, some beings are there living with me, and we are together there, holding satsangs regularly. But I started to say, you go and sit in the chair. Everybody put their question to this one. Because I want to turn you into guru? No, I want to see what you're doing with my time. I ask you a question, you're answering like parrot. No, you're not a parrot. I didn't bring a parrot. You must be able to answer from your inner experience and to see, because these questions are not just satsang questions. They can pertain to all of life. But if you can begin to respond, then you say, yes, you really have been using your time well. So it is good to be put a little bit to the test, to see how does this understanding, as the understanding really sprouted in you, as it blossomed, or is it still in cellophane? Is my understanding, this knowledge, is still wrapped in cellophane, put in the cupboard or in the fridge, or is it a living component within your being? We want to find out. Same with you. When I ask you right now, please check in and see. Don't touch the notion of time, of present, of past, or future. Okay? All can do it. It's not that difficult. And examine what is here by itself, which does not need any help or any support. Just that which is here. Nobody put it there, and nobody can take it away. Please take a look. As you come to acknowledge, to recognize, to eventually love it and be it effortlessly, you find you can go anywhere. You can be in any company. You will not be afraid to go and see your family, what they may say. You will not be afraid if you are criticized or misunderstood, because you're standing on firm ground. But if you're only living life to please the eyes or the senses of other beings, it will not stay with you. In a moment of stress, your so-called understanding will collapse. Check in with your inmost being. That's the only thing, to be faithful to this. Love it, because it is producing the life you call you and yours. Be one with it. And instantly, you will be in peace. No human being, nobody can make peace. You cannot buy it, you cannot make it, you cannot produce it, you cannot keep it. You may only discover when you leave the other engagements, the fascinations of the earthbound mind for a moment, and sit with yourself, be one with your inner sense. Then these things will become clear for you, to your joy, in fact. And I am not offering or pointing you to an experience that's just going to disappear when you walk out the door. Somebody goes, hello, and suddenly you're gone. So vast is it, so boundless, that every expression can come and every feeling can come, every thought can come and express their energy, exhaust themselves, and vanish again into the emptiness without your sense that you have lost something. You're pretty much here. So lights out, lights on, no different. So you may take anything that you've heard here that resonates inside your heart and just be with it, and it will show you your true place. Good. Okay, come. Please don't just put your hands up if you just want to be seen or something. But if you feel, I have to clarify something, I have to. Yeah. And, okay, good.
Guruji,
All right.
can I ask you a question?
Yes, please.
My husband died a few months ago, 4 months ago.
Yes.
And although he died in my arms like a child, with all the children around, beautiful. And after the funeral, I was looking for him, a sign. Maybe his voice or in the air or the clouds. But I couldn't find him. And I took 40 days for resting, meditating. Being with myself. And now here, there is a sort of doubt.
Yes.
Trouble.
There's a doubt.
Sort of doubt or
Yes.
trouble, because this husband, I couldn't even say my husband, he is not there anymore.
Yes.
So my question is, do I have to look for him? Or people say you find him in your heart, you are united with him. I can't experience that. Although it was a beautiful love, but he was very ill. And when he died, he was like my baby in my arms. And he went so peacefully there.
Yes.
It's good. So, can you help a little bit? I like to be free, total free for this. That it must be necessary to look for him or feel him or.
Yes.
I'm so completely happy with. It's not happiness, this presence, this I am, this natural state of being.
Yes.
And then this idea of my husband.
Be with the feeling of being. Simply be with that.
Yeah.
And if it is meant that you will receive some signs, many people daily, momentarily, minute by minute, are leaving with their bodies on this planet. New ones are coming,
Yes.
and the traffic is ongoing.
Yes.
Okay, but I understand deeply what you speak. Also, as a father myself, who have lost my son here also too, and so I don't. I see how this is and so on, and there are some passings that there are signs people do come, or some signals that, strange as it may seem to other people, when it happens, that came from this something here is felt in such a way that it is his spirit, his being, or something has communicated something to you. Fine, all is good, don't worry,
Yes.
and so on. And it may be that you don't receive that.
Yes.
And just accept that for the moment. So far, that has not happened, and don't give too much energy to be looking for that type of contact. It has brought you into more the state of presence, and to feel that state of presence. Sometime I remember once leaving Sahaja, and somebody had saying who was not coming, and they say, I find it unbearable to be separated from you. They were expressing this, and I found myself saying, look, if you look inside your heart, if you just leave everything for a moment, and don't combine yourself with anything at all, and be in that stillness inside your heart. When you're there, one with that, that is me, and be with this, and you will not feel separation. And it was complete. If you want to meet me as a person and in this way, also something could happen. Also depend. I cannot say like this, but these kind of signs are happening all the time. It happened also with the passing of my son and many friends also, even in Satsang. You understand? So whether it happened or not, it's not so important right now. It may come at some point, and it may come in a way that whichever time it comes, if or not it come, it is just fine. Be fine with it. Stay now with a sense of presence. Move in that sense. Be one with that sense of presence. It's a much wider field. It's a very open, very wide field that you're seeing more beings. Your love is encompassing more beings, more and more beings inside that great love.
Yes, that's so true.
Yes.
It's more wide. It's more.
Yes.
No.
Your whole field of perceiving becomes panoramic,
Yes.
more open, not so fixed, not so narrow. And you don't have to figure anything out. You're simply coming home to your own self.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Huh?
Thank you,
Try.
Muji. Hello. Thank you,
Hello.
Muji.
Thank you. Ah, that's good.
Muji, there's something I've been struggling with. Um, so I don't know how true it is to most of us, but most of us have a life that's a public life and a private life and a secret life. There are desires, the secret life, if at all, those who have it might arise because there may be desires which you are not able to overcome. And you can't make them public because they are maybe not socially acceptable. They are against the social norms. So my question to you is, until the time they don't bother you, it's fine.
Sorry, the last what you said?
Till the time they don't bother you, it's fine when you
Okay.
are. But maybe I'm now at a stage where I do feel affected and I do want to lead a life which has no secret components. So those desires, are they to be controlled? And if yes, how do I do that?
I feel you are in a perfect environment to begin to transcend them. Because desire is also, I mean, in one way you can say life is desire. You see, I mean, the desire for growth, for having there's an impulse towards some desire, but not necessarily that they should overcome you or that they move into the, the, the realm of obsessions or something like this, you see. So if we're feeling that, then we can begin to just, I feel the inquiry is a very powerful tool to look. And I don't say force and stop it, and no. I said just continue to look, and whatever whatever the desire that troubles you is, because some people they're happy with their desire, even if it causes trouble for other people, they don't mind. But they're really caught in that. But you have come and you say, I want to live a life without secret components, so that I'm not afraid if somebody enters my email at some point or looks in my phone or, whatever. People have their own kind of secrets. But can you imagine a life where you have no secret? First, where you're not afraid. Because even, to be honest, you cannot, don't live a life like that simply to not be found out. Because there are beings who have come and their lives have been very much without secret and very open, and still people have want to kill them. You see, it's not that, is the uncovering of or the moving into a life without secrets is not for others, it's for your own self. You feel more transparent, more open, more relaxed in your life also, and more your true self. I don't feel that any desire is such a state of happiness, in fact. And so I would start if you already have a sense of what that thing is. You don't have to speak. I mean, each one have their own anyway, and you can feel the desire that when this energy appears in you, if it commands all your attention, can you control it? And if you control it, or are you suppressing something, which is equally unhealthy also? But more to begin to look. And if there is the urge in you to look, then something will change. If you want to look, and you say, okay, for whom, okay, what is the cost of this desire? I mean, what is the impact of this desire? And look at it first. First, you can identify the desire for yourself clearly, and then say, okay, what is good about it? What is bad about it? Just to look at those things for yourself. And then actually, who do they belong to actually? This is my question. Who does desire belong to? You're not You have no opinion about it. You don't have any cynicism about it or no judgment. You're cool in your looking, sober looking. To whom does this desire belong? Of course, the reflex answer is just, well, of course it's for me. Who else? But that would indicate that you have an assumption about what you are. That for me, the person. And that for me, if you say, for me, the person, that's what I am, you have already closed yourself in. Let's keep it open and let's look. When you say, it's my desire, what is the content of the sense my, me, who is me, who has this desire? And maybe at first you don't get it. You think, well, I don't get this question. I feel like it's me. I want to move on from the fact that it's me to find out how to deal with it. I said, please listen, there is something in what I'm saying. This sense of me is a kind of construct as well too. First of all, your pure self has no perversions, has no secret, has no desire, has no pride. Your body has no secret, has no possession, has no pride about it. So where is it that this feeling that this is happening to me, it's not happening to my brother, it's not happening to my twin, it's happening to me? Who is this me? To take a look. And you will find out just by being quiet and look and see, when you focus to try and identify the particular center of identity that is suffering from this condition, and just keep fixing your attention there. In the beginning, what tends to happen for many people is that they can't hold their attention on it. It keeps changing into something else, or it's shape-shifting, or your attention start to feel very weak, or you start to feel like you want to sleep, or if any of these things happen, it is because you're onto something. It's because somehow you're looking at something which is cultivated, a cultivated expression, no? So you just keep looking and see, okay, who is it that really has this problem? And it will open up more space inside to feel this thing. I'm gonna do something now, which I'm gonna tell you what you should find actually. Because if I'm sitting with you one-to-one, then you'll have to look. But no one has been able to find it. Nobody has been able to find and catch this one. It is only the idea you have of who you are and who you have persistently imagined yourself to be. Something. And just in looking, not doing anything, not killing something, suppressing anything, just looking. And the grip of this identity will begin to loosen up. If the identity begins to open up, then also whatever it is, the desire or the fear or whatever it is will also begin to go. Because the fear is not independent of the identity that is experiencing it. They go together. And you'll find that if they go, one go, the other will go. If the identity loosens up and comes into space, then also the tendency, the feeling, the thing you're suffering cannot stay without the identity. It needs an identity. It needs a name. And gradually, it also will break up. You can lose. And you'll feel immediately greater space is coming in. Greater. It will come back again, though. It will come again. Maybe for the first few times that it comes back again, it will come back with a rage. It will come back really strong. It will come back it will bring its cousins and uncles with it. And it will be a storm. And you'll think, whoa, whoa. But you hold your ground and it will be burped out. More will be burped out and you'll do again. Thereafter, if it comes again, it will come successively in weaker and weaker forms until you just simply forget about it. It takes some work and you must be willing to give a little time to it, but it will go. Because that identity, it is not your ultimate nature. It's not your true nature. It's no one's true nature. This is the power of looking Many things we can continue to carry with them because you have never challenged them. We have never looked at it. We have simply been like a sponge that's been soaking up influence without really questioning them. But at the beginning, I would not go out sort of target practicing, looking for things. Life will bring them by itself. And there are some things I want to tell you as a point of encouragement, that if you really look and understand it completely, even a small thing, when it's coming out, it might bring a thread of many things with it. You may find that many things come out with just behind a small thing.
Thank you.
It is important to try and understand first the inquiry and how to use it. And it will work for you. It will work for you. First, you have the advantage because you have an urge or the desire to transcend that state. That is the most important. If you have a desire to be free of it, and then you have the right advice or the right support, you will get past it. And it's a very good thing this desire to be free will burn every other desire. Thank you. You come? You ready to come? Okay.
I'm fully ready to come.
Huh?
Fully ready to come here.
Yes.
But I'm feeling so much fear.
Yes. Fear about what? Fear about what? Is this fear, listen, is this fear just coming now, or is it an old fear that you carry around with you?
It's just coming. Every day it's building up and more and more and more.
Yes. Okay.
And right now I could not just live till Wednesday with this. I cannot make it.
Okay. So
More
let's start.
time.
Let's take a look. What is it about? What is it?
I don't know. I'm like trembling, like shaking.
Come up here for me. Come here. Now, quick, and come in. Okay, come. Okay. Come and talk to me. Take the microphone and talk to me. Now. If you feel anything like this, strongly, fear or something like this, let it be expressed, but don't identify for a moment. This you try to do. It's in the body. This energy is in the body, but also the power to observe it is also there. Try not to identify. It may feel very difficult to not identify, but you can do it. Like when I say, give your existence to existence, just let it just happen. Because very often the effect is taking place. If something happens inside, that's going, but that's not as bad as the interpretation that's been given about it. Sometimes an effect is happening, but then it is the interpretation that comes up about it, and then you're suffering the interpretation of what is happening. Yes. Come and talk with this. You have to do it. You have to, my dear. I'm sorry. You okay? If you can live with that fear, you can talk about it. Come on.
I've been feeling the identification to this voice. It's growing and growing and growing. And the other day you were saying there's a tiny little light of consciousness. Grab it and pull yourself from there. And it is, but it was experienced as the full sun. And as I am here in India, it became like shrinking. But
what is shrinking? What? The good one or the bad one?
The light. But I saw that the identification is growing.
Yes.
Please help me.
You see, these things, what is it? Again, interpretation. The bad voice is growing. If it's growing, it's also because, you know what? It's trying to do everything. It's actually dying. But sometimes they say the biggest smoke comes when the fire is going out. This thing is coming, is trying to do everything to catch a last bit of business from you. If it can catch you and break your resolve to be here, then somehow it can live on. You stay observing it, just observing, but without identifying. Every word I'm telling you now is full gem if you follow them. But if you keep going with the picture and increasing the effect, in a way molesting yourself. You say, oh, look at it, oh no, it's growing bigger, and it's going bigger and bigger and bigger. But where's the consciousness? It's going smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller. Now she's laughing, see? Yeah. So it's not true. It's not true. It's just a habit, you know? Something with panic. The idea, the sort of the personification of consciousness. It is portraying itself like a person, and the person is suffering from its own mental projections and habits and mind and so on, and it's behaving like that. But it's not true. It's not true. It's been experienced, and you have believed this into existence in a way, so it's troubling you. And the tendency is to keep exaggerating the things which you suffer from. So look how big it's big, and it's horrible, and it's growing, and it's horrible. It says, stop it. It's not anything. It's no growing big. Where is it? Show me the size of it. The feeling is there, but always it's coming out, not by itself. It's always a relationship. The relationship of that thought and your idea, you're identifying with it, creates this kind of noise, you see? But if you simply let it happen and you stay where I'm saying, because without consciousness, it cannot even be felt. You're the consciousness in whom these feelings, these sensations are being experienced. Stay as just the awareness. You see, don't get into the story. Just stay as the awareness. Feel it purely as an effect, but not as a story, don't take it personally. Just experience it. You see? But pay attention more and be more with just your observing presence. Stay as the presence. This is your exercise, you see? One friend, I hope she's coming here soon, Yashoda. And one time she was telling me in Satsang, I was up in the Himalayas and I was meditating in one cave and I felt very good, felt very happy. Suddenly, I start to see all these kind of monsters. All these kind of like monster figures coming. I thought, what is that? Where they come from? Where they come suddenly coming. And she says, who are you? Why are you doing this? And they said, for fun. We want to frighten you. We enjoy to frighten the people for fun. And she said, just go away. And they went away. Some of you must have been here when in Montessage when she told us. They're coming. Says, what are you? Where are you doing? How are you coming to my meditation like this? What are you doing here? You see? Why are you trying to frighten me? For fun. For fun. Yes. We enjoy to frighten the people. And they succeed, no? Because it can only come for the idea we have of ourselves first, that we are the body, which brings a subtle trauma into consciousness because it knows the body is vulnerable to sickness and to death. So because the body is subject to sickness and death, then the consciousness identifying with the body feels it is going to die. So a lot has come through this, just through this feeling. I am this body, I am this person. And on top of which, the identification, you see, with your life. I didn't do something good, and one time I did something bad, and now I'm paying for it. And the mind likes to make up stories. And so you're bought into this story based upon the body, then you are frightenable. We all suffer from this because all the beings who come into manifestation, we get conditioned. We are conditioned. Even the Krishnas and the Christs of this world, they've had to taste conditioning. We have had to be deluded for a while. It's not a bad thing, but we have to transcend that voice. You see? And now you're under attack. And I say sometimes when you come to satsang, because why? If you don't come to satsang, we don't know. Maybe you are going to live many more lifetimes as a person ignorant. I don't know. Many believe this is a strong belief. But some feel it's enough. I don't want any more of this. I pretty much get the idea of this life business. I am not looking for more experience. I just want to be free. And they come like that, and then something begins to, because such a power, such a passion for freedom, it must produce its own fruit also. But if you're just feeling in the mind gives you, how about that? Yeah, how about that? How about that? And after a while, he said, no, what is this? It's crazy. I'm not having any of this. How you can be wearing my picture around your neck and be so frightened about everything.
There's very strong that I'm missing it and I'm doing something wrong. That I am.
Yeah, you know why you're doing something wrong? Because you are an eye. You are picked up the wrong eye. You put your hand in the basket and you picked up the wrong eye. You pick up the I person. You must pick up the I presence.
But it all became like that when satsang began.
Yeah.
Actually, my first question for you wasn't planned like this.
You see, if you quietly are paying protection money to the mafia, your life is fine, everything is fine. You see them, hello, Mr. Don, how are you? Yeah, very good, very good. Huh? Until one day you want to leave. And then suddenly you notice it's gone. Then every place you turn, somebody's looking at you. It feels like this. outside you don't have nothing, you know. The mind is done. You know? The mind is in charge. No? So it doesn't have to say anything. Once in a while, it just goes boo, and you're okay. You're all right for another 4 months. You're not going to cause any trouble. But now you want freedom. Oh no, we can't have that. So it's coming up something like this in your mind, like, you know, why should it come now? You think, oh, but I thought the whole universe is going to support my freedom because I want freedom now. And instead, all the demons are coming. Because then you have to transcend the voice. It's coming. Huh? I am helping you. First, to see. Biggest help is to see, to understand. And then don't be so panicked. Let it happen and observe more. But as they're coming, you're going. And when they come, you go, they're different. Look and see. Don't go, don't hit. Okay, I cooperate. But when they come, you go, what you can do for me? It's different posture. Your posture is not good posture. Wrong asana. This is Vasana asana. You see? No, you have to look and say, okay, okay, throw your best punch. But won't identify. I just see and feel the effect and see what happened. Yes, fear there's a tangibility about it. It's felt in the body. But use it as much as you're able to. Try and stay as neutral as you can, as trusting as you can, as detached as you can. And that will grow. If you just feel sorry for yourself and you're not using it. You see? The lion is attacking you. Lion is attacking you, no? And you know you stand no chance, you know? All you have is a little piece of stick. Then you stick him in the eye at least or something, you know? You can't just go, okay, you know. It's no point. He's only going to use it as a toothpick after he finishes eating me. No, you at least give him one. You can, no, you have to try something.
So somehow you have always been in my heart before I met physically with you, not only here, that I can't believe I'm here at your feet. But by YouTube and before, I have always had this tremendous love for Guru, that it's in my heart, always.
Yeah.
So guided, so much trust and surrendered in everything in my life. Always knowing that it never was me, person.
Yeah.
And in anything, what people say, oh, it's very good you do this or yoga or meditation or that, I would say I have no choice. It is like that. It has happened like that without me even choosing. Sometimes I said, I would love to be happy having kids and being married as my friends are without so much struggle. Like questioning who am I and why since very, very little. Sometimes I've said that, but not truly.
It's not true.
Not truly.
No. You're doing the best thing.
Yeah.
You're doing the best thing. You know, if your friends, you look and sometimes your family go, look, you know, Jennifer, she's got to Rolls Royce now. And you go to her own apartment. What you have?
My dad really wants grandchildren.
Grandchildren.
And I really would love to give that to him. That happened. Yeah, but I know that I am not here to give my dad grandchildren.
You told him that?
In a way, yes. In a letter, yes.
Okay.
In a way, not like that. Exactly.
Not like that.
I don't want to hurt him. No. But then you appeared in blood and flesh, and I never thought I will could be able to merge with you. And you brought me here only for this.
Yes.
And I'm here completely.
Yes.
Only for this.
Yes.
I don't know how much life in this body still. I'm okay if I'm gone today. Actually, there's no I could that have a choice, but if I could choose, I will please just,
What
I
you
could
choose?
leave this body today. I love life. I really enjoy life so much. But I'm okay. I'm to keep enjoying through you, through everyone, but I feel very tired of this, of fear, of just staying presence and all of this. And you came to me for more than a month. You completely merged me in my truth, completely. There was no identification with that what is right now growing that I feel here. It was so vibration.
It's a fake growth. It's not a true growth.
Yes.
It's a fake growth. It has to grow to be spat out. He had to show himself. You see, it's not true growth. He's not growing and consciousness is on the decrease. It is appearing like this in the mind because whatever remnants are left, of delusion, it's coming together and it's called like this. It's coming out. For someone like you, I am not afraid for you. It has to come out. So it can appear like that something, it's horrible, because you came. You're here now. And there's not many more moves left. Maybe before you had lots of moves, you can go there and try this. But you come here and there's not much moves left. There's not much moves. Either you're going to fall off the mountain, or you're completely established. Yeah. And this is why it can feel so intense. Yeah? Because there's not more moves left for you. You have to find it. You see? And you found it. You say already, I've been merged in my heart, and there's no fear. And now fear has come, and the fear is here. And, it doesn't mean something is wrong unless you sell out in your mind and say, oh, yeah, I'm no good, and you start to believe this thing. But just accept what comes, even if it's beautiful or ugly. Let it come and face it. Let it and even though you feel like this, tremendous things are happening inside. To take this out. I'm very happy to hear you come and talk. And in spite of what it might sound from the lips, what you say, I feel a tremendous amount of space in you. Yes. I'm very happy to meet someone who is in this intense stage of their awakening, you see. It's not always feeling all beautiful and sweet and lovely. There are moments and there may be periods when your bliss is incomparable. your stillness, your joy, your silence is immeasurable. And then come darkness, like descending like a mist, and you'll feel completely lost and bound. Every great being who has woken up to the truth, who has won themselves back, have had moments like that, of doubt and deep sense of despair. But in another way, they were being ripened in a way that the surface mind could not quite understand. You see? You will feel this. Therefore, you say in this old psalm, yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadows of death, I will have no fear, knowing that you're with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. Who is me? The consciousness that took a journey, the journey of life. Yeah. Just a few days ago, I was speaking to some of the close Sangha there, and I will tell you, same. I don't know, I don't remember choosing to, saying I will, but somewhere we somehow was made to enter this walk together, to come at this time, and to walk in this forest of existence, and to find our way home. And it is not in my heart that anybody should be lost. But everyone still must move with a freedom. You're free to be free, and you're free to be bound, or to experience such states. And there's never been one who has really found freedom who has not sometime felt bound or trapped. You see? All these states we must experience. We have experienced, in fact. For some beings, we feel enough of this indulgence. Now I must work with what I know. Don't keep wanting more. Use what you know. And your beliefs, your ideas, your teachings has to be transformed into experience. It's not difficult. If you stay with your heart, everything will become easier and easier. But there will be moments of pain and a sense of struggle like she's experiencing in this moment. But they will soon be gone. Because all things pass, except the imperishable. I'm here with you. Okay, good. You want to stay here? Okay. Somebody was there before and then. You know, I don't like to use tissues when people cry for truth. We say tissues for issues. But we don't have issues. And
Namaste, Guruji.
Namaste.
I felt to come I feel a very strong fire these days. And I maintain my awareness of it.
Yes.
I've been waiting my whole life for what you're offering us. But I know that I can't take it from you. It arises in the mind not to come forward.
Yes.
But something else says that it's important for this person to come forward.
And I'm happy you do. Yes. Yes.
I'm aware that my image of truth is my greatest barrier.
That your image of truth is?
My greatest obstacle at this point.
Well, why don't we start now then, if you've seen this much?
Please.
And then any image of form or words or any image, any thought, leave them aside then. Don't combine yourself with any image, any concept, any thought, any intention for a minute. This is very important. Let's seize this opportunity and just don't, because you say, I'm aware that any image, that I have of truth is the obstacle. Then let's leave all images then, all images and all thoughts, and even the greatest of thought, the I thought, I concept itself. And you have the sense, even this, there will be no clinging to for a moment. Leave everything now.
I guess.
Yes, you do. And just try and examine what is here. It should not take time. In fact, you can leave, if you want to leave a certain amount of things, it may take a little time, a certain amount of time. But if you want to leave everything, it will take no time. If you want to go through what I can keep, what I must leave, it will take time. But if you want to leave everything, you can do it instantly. So leave everything for a moment without judgment, not because they're bad, simply because you can. For a moment, leave everything aside, and you'll come to a place where there's nothing left to take out, nothing left to leave. But still, there's no vacuum. You can say like that. Whatever it can be taken or left aside is left aside, including the most important thought, even the sense I or I am, even the thought, leave it aside. No image. What remains now? What remains here? That is not created, not constructed. It is just what is here, naturally by itself, effortless. What really is here now?
What's given to me in my awareness.
Yes. But is awareness given to you? Who are you? Is it true that there's a you who received awareness? Let's just, because we know much is hidden in our language, much is lost also in language also. Is it true that there's you and awareness? Awareness, many things we say we received, many gifts. Is awareness a gift?
No.
Please look, so that you don't just give me a correct answer, but give me yourself. in the answer. All that remains here, when even the sense of one who can receive something, we're going to leave this aside because it's not constant. Leave aside. Now, what is remaining? This is my question. What is remaining now? And the words are not so important, you know. First look and confirm as you are here. Don't worry about what the mind says, because mind is going to come and say some things. He's going to say, well, maybe, you know, like, yeah, I don't feel anything or something, or you know, how can I stay like this? Or, you know, everything is perfect here, whatever. No, just this. Not what the mind has to say about it. You may want to say this is a nice experience, but it's not real because I can't live like this. And these voices, you know, we have been purchasing these sayings, these things like, okay, yeah, I can't live like this. I mean, it's not realistic to be empty or to be nothing, you know. And so much we pick up this, and then they join your kingdom, they join your sense of being, and then you have to live with them, and their influence, their suggestion is in your mind all the time. Don't pick up any voice. Don't pick up anything. You've dropped everything. Don't pick up anything. No. The question is today. The answer is today. The question is now. The answer is now. The answer in the form of insight, revelation, concept, whichever, it is here now. What's your mind? He wants to somehow participate. You may feel a kind of like, well, I don't feel anything for this question. Your mind is saying that. You may experience strong state of distractedness where you're looking at the ceiling and looking if there's any monkeys around and thinking how many different ingredients make up muesli or something like this. Mind is very funny. Huh? But I want you to listen to this. What is here, actually? Everything else is a visitor. Everything else is a tourist. Everything comes and goes. What is it that doesn't come and go? Is it different from you? How would you know it if you were not here? Does it hurt? Have you lost something valuable? Stay in your alertness. Don't go off into meditation. Right now, that's another excuse. Be in your bright consciousness, bright awareness itself. No strain, no force. Just clear seeing, clear being. Can you ever be tired here? I'm asking you because you know now. You can know. If you have followed what I've pointed, I can ask you this question, and you can hear this question in you. Can you ever be tired here? What is death for you? What is life for you? Can it fade? Can it go away? I'm only trying to show you what you can never lose. That your mind will create a lot of smoke around it, so to speak, which means nothing also, means nothing except that you believe it. The truth has no prisoners. All prisoners are from the mind. What is a prison? I am this body. I am my conditioning. I am this person. That is prison. What is freedom? To see that these are merely sensations. You may even think, oh, my mind doesn't like this. But actually, the mind is not sentient. It neither likes nor dislikes. It only plays. It only appears. You think your mind has feelings? You think your mind goes off, I don't know. It's nothing but the investment of our energy and our attention. Still, it can be appearing in some guise as a spirit, a force that for a time works to distract our attention. It can appear like that, but I say more, it is there to attack the idea we have of ourselves, which if you're smart, you'll use it as a way, an opportunity to wake up to the truth. Nothing is against you. You have no natural enemy in the life except those that your mind creates. This is not easy to accept. Only as you begin to confirm your deeper truth, then these things will become self-evident for you. You don't need to work hard to try and understand them with your mind. Leave those things. Right now, focus only on this simple fact that whatever appears inside is only approved of or discarded by the presence that it reports to, which is yourself. You're the seer. Even your sense of personality is perceived. It cannot be final reality. What are you waiting for? A sign from your mind? Even the one waiting is a form of distorted consciousness, because it also can be perceived. Be in the core of the perceiving. I wonder if you follow. Do you follow?
Yes.
Oh. in just what we have spoken now is all the directing you need.
Yes.
And more. If you follow this. You said, it seems the only obstacle I have is the idea I have of what truth is. Then I say, have no ideas, including the ones from the past. Leave them alone. There's some great words from a great master, a prophet and a saint and a poet. He says, the only thing that separates you from me is my idea of you. Speaking to the Lord of the universe. The only thing that creates a sense of separation between you and me is my idea of you. Drop ideas then. Drop ideas then. Very good. Please contemplate these things. If you contemplate them and you feel after that you want to check in your contemplations, then put your hand up and come. Because I want to speak with you. I want to speak with you. It is not fun to listen to someone who is coming up to ask a question I've already dealt with. I used to make chai, and I noticed that we are like 6 people at a table, and I say, I'm going to go and make some chai. And one of them say, can I come and watch you? I said, yes, come. And we go and make chai. We come back in with the chai, and we sit down and we serve, and the others drink. And then 2 others say, can you show me as well? I say, it's too late right now. I want to go to bed. Many times I said, my master told me this. And people imagine, oh, you had this type of privacy with him. You were in his bedroom or what? I say, no, I was in Satsang with 200 other people, 300 other people. But his voice spoke to me. You could be sitting at the back, but our communication can be totally intimate if you're here inside your heart and you say, yes, this is for me. This is for me. This is for me. Is there somebody who's burning? I'll take last question for me. Really? Is it you? Is it you? Yes. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. It's okay. These things will happen. It's okay. Nothing happening. What you think is happening? I remember when I was in Russia, Ukraine, one time in Ukraine. And then we were talking like this, And people, some of you were here, you remember, no? People passing out, falling, poof, poof. I said, bring them up here. No, bring them like this. What's happening with you? Freedom. Freedom. Some people shaking. What's happening? Nothing. Or something just too much joy, too much joy, too much joy. Everybody's thinking, what's wrong? What's wrong? Yeah. Sometimes a thing that's been stuck is thrown out. Don't be afraid.
Namaste, Muchi.
Say,
Thank you for this burning that's happening now. It feels like only heart is the main thing. Only heart is exist.
Yes.
You showed directly that I can't open my heart. I can't close my heart. I am heart.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. I was sitting, was creating some stories to talk with you, just to talk with you. I don't know. But now it's all gone.
Yes.
Nothing left.
Yes.
Just.
Sometimes we feel that you may hear someone say that, there's only heart, there's only heart, nothing else exists. And it seems, why did he say that? Why did he say nothing exists? What did it mean, nothing exists? And it's not true in the way it is appearing in your mind. It is not true. That's what it means, it doesn't exist. Because the mind feels, oh, this is this. But as you come to see, no, this is not that. It's just that appear like this in this moment. And it cannot stay like that. Because even if it stayed like that, you feel differently about it another moment. I mean, it's not reliable. It is not reliable. We like to have fixed ideas about life, but they're only your ideas for the time being. Ideas keep changing. We want to present them like they're stable facts, but we are constantly have to keep on reviewing, to see. No, we thought of it like this, but now we see it is like this. And the tendency in the human mind is to fix things and say, that's what it is. But nothing in the phenomenal world is like that. It is always changing. That's why I said it is not real. Now you can say sometimes we see a movie. In the movie, there's real cars. Nowadays, they're not doing painted backdrops and so on. Real cars, real trees, real cities, you can say, so to speak, relatively. Real people. Everything is as it is, except one thing. The story is not true. The story is unreal. It's someone's story. Same with your story. It is only your story. It is not real. It will not hold up for everybody else. It is just a version. It is just a perspective. It is momentary. It is not true. Nothing there is so stable. The only thing is stable is the source from which all of them arise and which is perceiving everything as a play of transience. It was meant to be like that. It was meant to be a play. It was meant to be somehow not just enjoy, not joyride, but a way in which consciousness could exercise its powers of discernment. Because sometimes the greatest power and the greatest joy of consciousness is to contemplate itself. And all this life is a contemplation of consciousness, appearing in form in order to have the taste of the sense of difference. But it's only apparent. It's all a great seeming. And when we believe it so intensely, we get to become shipwrecked because it doesn't work like that. As you discover your deeper truth, as you discover your real place, your real position, you may begin to experience this world as we could have long ago. You begin to see it more as it says, the Leela of God, the play of God, the play. Is it? It is our belief, because the ego is very serious. It's more serious than a heart attack. It's always there, always so serious. And this one, and it's, I'm sure that God is not surprised by that. It is part of the play that we will take it serious for a while. Would really believe that somebody is really other, and I really don't like you, and I want to kill you, and don't see like that. You see? So for a while, this is also part of the play, the dynamic. And each one must grow up, not just grow old, but grow up in understanding and in the power of perception and discernment of true discrimination. And to all alongside be humble and open and grateful for the joy of experiencing, for the power and the possibility to experience, and come home. So when you say like this, it is all just a heart. The rest is not real. You speak very well. You speak very well. You must be seeing something. You're seeing it more as it is. When the thick fog of illusory projection is clearing, you see again from original being. Yes, healthy seeing, healthy being, open, loving, kind, wise, free. This is what all this is about. All this is about that. Including the one, this is all about love, all about freedom, all joy, all wisdom, all the supreme consciousness displaying its everlasting power. We are that. We are this. Can we have a song today before? Ah, yes, 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 yes. Fantastic, isn't it? Everything, everything, everything.
चरणों पर सुमना श्रद्धा के अर्पिता है मेरे गुरुदेव चरणों पर सुमना श्रद्धा के अर्पिता है तेरे है जो है वही तुझको समर्पित है न प्रीति है प्रतीति है नहीं पूजा की शक्ति है न प्रीति है प्रतीति है नहीं पूजा की शक्ति है मेरा यमन मेरा यातन मेरा कंकन समर्पित है मेरे गुरुदेव चरणों पर सुमना श्रद्धा के अर्पित है तुम ही हो बाबा में मेरे विचारों में पुकारों में तुम ही हो बाबा में मेरे विचारों में पुकारों में बना ले यंत्र अब मुझको मेरे सर्वत्र समर्पित है मेरे गुरुदेव चरणों पर सुमना श्रद्धा के अर्पित है मेरे गुरुदेव चरणों पर सुमना श्रद्धा के अर्पित है मेरे गुरुदेव चरणों पर सुमना श्रद्धा के अर्पित है
My beloved Gurudev, I offer these flowers of faith at your holy feet. Everything I have, you have given to me. And I dedicate it all to you. I have no love, nor do I know you. I don't even have the strength to worship you. But this mind of mine, this body of mine, every atom I dedicate to you. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you.
Om Shri Sadguru Ramana ki, Papaji ki, Shri Christ ki, Shri Buddha ki, Shri Krishna ki, Shri Anandamayi Ma ki, Shri Yogi Ram Sarat Kumar ki, Shri Mahadev ki, Shri Ram ki, Shri Ganga ki, Om Namah Shivaya.
26, New Delhi.
you.